So we're coming back from Kingman, and you have to go through Boulder City to go to Vegas. So here we're going to take a little trip through Boulder City. Boulder City is a really nice town. As you can see, it's a beautiful town. Lots of nice stores, a few old buildings. But Boulder City is definitely a nice place. Now, when we first came into Boulder City, you saw those Bighorn Sheep. And that's the wonderful thing about a town like this, Boulder City. You have Bighorn Sheep that sometimes just come rolling through the city, and not far from Lake Mead. So here we go. We're just going to take a little trip through. This is downtown Boulder City, Nevada. And of course, if you're coming from Kingman, if you take a trip to Kingman, you've got to come through Boulder City. If you're coming from Las Vegas, and you take 93 to Kingman, Arizona, you've got to come through Boulder City here. Make sure you come through here at 35 miles per hour because, like I said, the police will be on top of you, give you a little ticket. So just take your time, go 34 miles per hour through here. And as you can see, it was just a really quick little drive through Boulder City. But if you're coming to Vegas, you might as well rent a car and come out to Boulder City. Take a look. There's a few nice stores out here. Who knows? You might even see some Bighorn Sheep. That was quite a treat, actually. I've never seen that big of a herd of Bighorn Sheep. Did you see how big that herd was? I mean, you don't see that in Nevada very often. That was a huge amount of Bighorn Sheep to see in Boulder City, to see anywhere close to Las Vegas. So here are the Bighorn Sheep I was talking about. I know that I was talking about them, and maybe this should have been in the beginning of the video, but we're going to go ahead and put it at the end of the video. This is a pretty big herd of Bighorn Sheep, like I was saying earlier, and this is in Boulder City, Nevada. There's Lake Mead in the back. Lake Mead has really dropped a lot. The water level has dropped a lot in the last 10 years. There's been a drought here. You can see how many's out there, and at the end of the video, we'll actually see about 3 or 4 of these bighorns that have GPS tracking collars on their neck. So that's pretty interesting because now they're starting to track these animals. They want to find out their movements, their location. And these two here almost got into a little scuffle, but then they held off. Oh well. A beautiful day for looking at Bighorn Sheep. It's a end of August. It's about 104 degrees out. Very dry, 104. And really not that bad of a day for Nevada weather. Got a little breeze. I think it's because the breeze is cooling, keeping it a little cooler. It's normally when you got 110, 115 out and there's no breeze, well, that's just brutal. But today it makes a big difference when you have, it's about 103, 104, and there's a breeze out. It feels a little bit more comfortable because like I said, it's a dry heat and there's no humidity to speak of. I made another video on this herd, a little longer video, and I mentioned in that video also that this herd seems very content. They're very comfortable around people, so I believe they do come to this park regularly. They come here often, and I think they're getting used to humans staring at them. That's why they seem so content. They seem so peaceful, and they're not really nervous at all that I'm filming them. As we come over here to the next group, to the left, this is where we're going to see the 3 or 4 that have the GPS collar on their necks. As you can see there's one with a blue collar, a red collar, And I think there's a couple with yellow collars. I have no idea what the colors stand for, but I'm sure they stand for something. Really beautiful herd. The only problem is with these bighorn sheep is pneumonia. Sometimes they have pneumonia outbreaks and they really devastate the herd. I hear they can take out up to 80–90% of the herd can be wiped out by pneumonia. But it's a very, very interesting herd. Very, very nice day to watch bighorn sheep.